Katey Sagal.
Catherine Louise Katey Sagal is an American actress, voice actress and singer-songwriter. She is best known for her role as Peggy Bundy, Sarcastic, Lazy, Bonbon-eating wife, on Married with Children, and for her role as Gemma Teller Morrow on the FX series Sons of Anarchy. She is also known for voicing the character Leela on the animated science fiction series Futurama since 1999, as well as for starring on the show 8 Simple Rules in the role of Cate Hennessy. In the latter role, she worked with John Ritter until his death, leading to Sagal taking over as the series lead for the remainder of the show's run. Since 2008, she has portrayed Gemma Teller Morrow in the FX drama series Sons of Anarchy, for which she won a Golden Globe in 2011. She has been married to Sons of Anarchy creator, Katey Sagal, since 2004.
Early life.
Sagal was born in Los Angeles, California, to a show business family of 5 children, including younger twin sisters, Jean and Liz Sagal, and brother, Joe Sagal, all 3 of whom are actors, and David Sagal, an attorney married to actor McNally Sagal. Katey's mother, Sarah Zwilling, was a writer and producer who died of heart disease. Her father, Boris Sagal, was a Ukrainian-born director of Jewish background who died in 1981 in an accident on the set of the television movie World War III. Sagal and her siblings grew up in Brentwood, Los Angeles. Her godfather is Norman Lear.
Acting career.
Sagal graduated from California Institute of the Arts and began her acting career in Hollywood, appearing in several made-for-TV movies between 1971 and 1975, including a small role as a receptionist in the Columbo installment Candidate for Crime, directed by her father. Sagal's first major role was as a newspaper columnist in the series Mary starring Mary Tyler Moore. This led to her being cast as Peggy Bundy on the sitcom Married with Children, 1987 to 1997. She portrayed the lower-class, sex-starved wife of shoe salesman Al Bundy. Sagal brought her own red bouffant wig to audition for the role, and with the producer's approval, the look transitioned into the show. As Peg, she wore the wig, capri-length leggings with a large belt, and high slip-on heels, which were all fashion styles from the 1960s. The series ran for 11 years. After the end of Married with Children, several more television films followed. She also contributed to the children's cartoon Recess as the voice of Spinelli's mother. In 1998, Matt Groening cast her as the purple-haired, Cyclopean spaceship captain, Leela, in his science fiction animated comedy Futurama. The show developed a cult following but was cancelled after 4 seasons. However, airings in syndication on Adult Swim and Comedy Central increased the show's popularity and led Comedy Central to commission a series of Futurama direct-to-DVD films, which the network later rebroadcast as 16 episodes, Season 5. She reprised her role as Leela in these films, and in the new season that began airing June 24, 2010. Sagal guest-starred as Edna Hyde, Stephen Hyde's mother, in 3 episodes of that 70s show. She starred in the short-lived NBC sitcom Tucker the following year. She was cast as the wife of John Ritter in the sitcom 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter in 2002. Ritter had completed only 3 episodes of the 2nd season before his death, and the show was cancelled in 2005 after its 3rd season. In 2005, she made 2 appearances on Lost as Helen Norwood. In 2007, she had a role in the season finale of The Winner as Glenn Abbott's former, and Josh's current, teacher, with whom Glenn has his first sexual experience. The following year, she appeared in 4 episodes of the short-lived series Eli Stone. In January 2009, Sagal reunited with her TV son David Faustino, Bud Bundy from Married with Children, for an episode of Faustino's show Starving. In 2010, she appeared twice more on Lost. In 2009, she starred in the film Housebroken with Danny DeVito. In 2010, she returned to the stage in Randy Newman's musical Harps and Angels. She currently stars as Gemma Teller Morrow on the TV show Sons of Anarchy, created by her husband, Kurt Sutter. In 2013, Sagal had a cameo on Glee as Nancy Abrams, Artie Abrams' mother.
Musical career.
Sagal started her career in show business as a singer and songwriter. In 1973, she worked as a backing vocalist for various singers, including Bob Dylan and Tanya Tucker. In 1976, while a member of the group with no name, she contributed to the album Moon Over Brooklyn. She was a member of Bette Midler's backup group The Harlettes in 1978, and again from 1982-83. She performed backing vocals on the self-titled Gene Simmons solo album, the Molly Hatchet album Take No Prisoners, and on Olivia Newton-John's 1985 single Soul Kiss. Sagal also provided the vocals for Loose Cannons, the theme song for the movie featuring Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd in 1990. The song featured her singing most of the song, while Aykroyd sang the chorus and did some background impersonations from the movie. On April 19, 1994, she released her first solo album, Well. On June 1, 2004, she released her second album, Room. She has also contributed to the Sons of Anarchy soundtrack.
Personal life.
Sagal was married to musician Freddie Beckmeyer from 1978 to 1981, musician Fred Lombardo from 1986 to 1989, and Jack White from 1993 to 2000. In 2004, she married her current husband, Kurt Sutter. In 1991, while working on Married with Children, Sagal learned that she was pregnant with Jack White's child. This was unexpected, so the pregnancy was written into the storyline of the show. In October 1991, however, she had to have an emergency cesarean section in her 7th month of pregnancy, ending in the stillbirth of a daughter. The pregnancy on the show was then regarded as a dream, which was mentioned only briefly at the end of the episode Al Bundy, Shoe Dick. Sagal and White eventually had 2 children, a daughter, Sarah Grace, in 1994, and a son, Jackson James, in 1996. The writers of Married with Children deliberately did not write Sagal's 2 later pregnancies into the show due to the earlier stillbirth, opting instead to write off her absences in a subplot in which Peg is traveling the world to reunite her redneck parents. In scenes where Peg was shown, Sagal had her midsection obscured, such as in a taxicab or at a craps table in Las Vegas, and was often seen or heard talking to family members over the phone. One after-effect of Sagal's having lost her stillborn daughter was that the tragedy inspired her to write the lyrics for You Can't Hurry the Harvest. She recorded this selection on her debut album, Well, which was released in April 1994. Sagal and White divorced in 2000. Sagal married writer-producer Kurt Sutter in a private ceremony on October 2, 2004, at their home in Los Feliz, California. They have a daughter, Louise, born in 2007 through a surrogate mother.
Filmography. Television. Discography. Albums. Awards and nominations.